Good morning. It is 10:21 a.m. on Sunday, July 10th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I've been up for a little bit. This is 5 more minutes. So, I've actually been meaning to do these more, but more of just the idea of but I don't have to do it at a specific time does often lead to well, maybe not right now, and then it just doesn't happen. But there has been several times where I've thought about it, and it's like, well, I don't know, but here I am. I actually just woke up feeling kind of emotionally upset from a dream because it was a circumstance where I had had an argument with my brother, but I was upset because other people weren't taking my side ultimately. And it was all a bunch of nonsense from a dream anyway, but it did raise to me a, an interesting sort of low stakes trolley problem sort of thing. In terms of, for example, the idea of picking up after your dog is one of those sort of course you should. Of course you should. Yes, always. That sort of thing, right? But what are the actual outside parameters of that? Like, when should making sure that you have not only picked up after your dog, but also taken the little baggie all the way to a trash can where and disposing of it properly? How high do the stakes have to get before you should before it's basically I don't even say that it's okay to not finish picking up after your dog, but where you cannot be reasonably held with blame for not doing it. So like in the scenario in the dream was that we were all on vacation and uh, we were like my mom and I were literally trying to catch a helicopter. Well, so no, I take that back. We were on the helicopter to go to a different city. We're already in a strange city. We're going to go to a different city in this helicopter. And the helicopter is ready to take off. Where is my brother? And it turns out that my brother had a dog, and again, like why he had a dog in that scenario is unclear. But the point is that he was late because he was trying to pick up after the dog. But we had the helicopter having taken off, and it was like hovering over, like ready to say, "Oh, we can land right now and pick you up." And he says, "But I have to go find a trash can." And I was yelling at him in the dream to say, it's already in the bag. You don't find a trash can, just set it down right there and get on the helicopter, or else it's going to leave without you. And he refused to leave the baggie on the ground and therefore missed the helicopter. And then in the dream, both my mom and the helicopter pilot said that I provoked him. And I was very confused in the dream and woke up feeling like hurt and upset. But so that's kind of like we imagine that as the scenario, right? Is that you've already picked up the poop. It's in the little bag, but it's not yet in a trash can. And you're literally going to miss a flight that your family members are already on. Like, is that, is it better to miss the flight than to take it to a trash can? What if you brought it with you? Obviously, it seems like, yeah, you shouldn't bring the bag of poop onto the plane. Probably they would tell, like in a real world scenario, there would be a trash can. But that just kind of made me think about what are the outside parameters? It's like of these things that, yes, you always should do this, except not always. Like, what if, for example, you heard someone drowning in a river, calling for help? Should you finish taking the dog's poop to the trash before you go to help? I think probably not, right? But where's the edge case? Where's the line, right? I in any event, just while I haven't been doing these videos every day, I have been doing other stuff. We had new episodes of both So Many Levels Tuesday campaign and of Root the Role Playing Game come out this week. We just recorded another one of those last night. And we put out an episode of Watching 100 Movies where we're talking about Tom Cruise and specifically his work in the 80s by means of a discussion of two movies that came out in the same year, Rain Man and Cocktail. And I thought it was a fascinating discussion. So, check that stuff out. And in the meantime, I'll be around. I'll talk to you again soon for 5 more minutes.